I'm Connor.
I'm Eric.
And this is a PIO vlog.
Metro Fire, what is the address of the emergency?
What's on fire? Multiple calls reporting flames coming from the roof. LPD's arriving on scene stating fire in the stairwells as well.
Multiple callers, complaints seen coming out of the unit. Household parties trapped. There's an older lady that lives there. She's not seen. Right, medium-sized, two-story multi-family. We have smoke complaints showing up. Alpha side. WSM command. We're manning the offensive strategy. We do have extension to the second floor. Headed to the third. Let's go ahead and start a second alarm.
34, Tower 35, Ladder 12, Aurora 811, Engine 42, Engine 38, Engine 42, Medic 211, Medic 21, Battalion Chief 3, Battalion Chief 5, Safety 35, Netcom Op 3, confirmed multi-family.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another vlog. You've probably been wondering what's going on around South Metro, and in this video, we're going to show you. So I just got to fire headquarters. We've got a meeting coming up soon, and I'll show you what it's like to go through our healthcare check before we're allowed to proceed into the building. But before I go in, I need to put on my mask. So the governor of Colorado issued a request that everyone in the state of Colorado wear a mask while they're out in public, and that's something that South Metro is also embracing. So I'm going to put this on before I get out of my truck and go into the building. Morning.
Good morning. Grab the temperature, sir.
Okay.
And 97.5.
Cool. Thanks. You guys do a different color each day?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
First and last name, sir?
Eric, E-R-I-C, and last is Hurst, H-U-R-S-T.
With South Metro?
Correct.
All right, sounds good. And what was the temperature today?
97.5.
97.5. Any symptoms today? Dry cough, loss of taste or smell, shortness of breath?
No, sir.
Like that? All right, you are all set.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right,
Have a good morning.
This is the organizational daily meeting. Let's start with Operations Section Chief Castro.
I don't really have anything new. We'll probably have to update some of that information today that we got from Spencer as far as the PPE stuff. But other than that, it looks good still. And of course, I'll get to that to you by 3 o'clock if we have any of those changes.
Okay, yeah. Today I'll be working on the IAP for next operation period, which starts tomorrow. Is that all you have, Chief Tasker?
It is. Sorry.
Lots to report. Today we got a couple of those things squeezed in the last IAP in terms of the operational change with Skyridge and the pediatric ER that should have been out, as well as some of the Medicare changes with the signatures. That'll definitely help crews and a little less exposure with getting those signatures for consent and patient transport. And then just the last thing is we've got that PPE meeting at 11 with some of the DCs in regards to just kind of the forecasting with our PPE and just kind of making sure that's very clear as to our supply coming in and what some of the potentials could be. So that should be good to have a little information about that to align. So other than that, EMS is good. We've got no other needs.
Aside from social distancing, a lot of people have asked us what's different at South Metro and what we're doing during COVID-19. So we thought we'd take an opportunity to show and talk about a couple of those things. One of them is that the South Metro Fire Marshal's office is doing code compliance inspections at big box stores that are still open around our district. And I followed them to a couple of the stores to show what they were looking for. And
so this is very different from a fire inspection, in which don't worry about trying any doorknobs. Don't go to the riser. Don't look for fire alarm panels. Don't look for sprinkler stuff unless it's open. Like say if we go to a place and it's open, then you can look at gauges or look and see if there's any
alarms are going off or something.
Any blinking lights on panels.
Yeah.
But other than that, we're just looking for means of egress only at this point. Make sure there's no obstructions and stuff. Don't touch anything. If there is anything in the store that is obstructing an exit, much of what we normally try to do, we try to help the customers move it don't move it yourself. So it took hands to put stuff in place, so those things can be tainted as well. So don't touch those things. If you need to make contact with the store manager, make contact with the store manager and have those individuals move those items out of the way. But you guys don't help move any of that stuff because I don't want you guys to contaminate yourselves.
Okay, sure.
Okay, cool.
All right, let's go up.
If you guys can see if you can see in the windows and see that the egresses are clear, other than peeking in to see the sliding door, don't ask for a manager. It's much like when the crews go out and go shopping. Yeah, we're not introducing ourselves to management. We're just making sure the egress is clear. So similar to doing a fire inspection, we want to make sure that the general public is still safe. The primary thing is right now that the coronavirus is prevalent, but we still want to make sure that our patrons can get to the businesses, still make the purchases they need, and still have life safety be a component of everyday life, right? With the added coronavirus that's out in the public. So right now what we're doing is we're not doing the full fire inspection. We're just really looking at the means of egress, making sure people can get into the store safely and get what they need and get out safely as well. That's the priority of today. Throughout the country, there's been a lot of different approaches to try and facilitate social distancing. Some of the passive ways are using tape on the floor at 6 foot distances so people can visually see that distancing. A lot of people are getting a little bit more inventive, in which they're blocking off aisles with pallets, which are combustible materials. Which basically, when they put pallets and items in the means of egress, what that does is that lengthens the travel distance for people. So if you're expecting to get out of business within a travel distance of 75 feet to 150 feet, depending if you're sprinklered, that can be elongated pretty significantly if you start blocking off those aisleways. And so it becomes unfamiliar for people when let's say you frequent a store every week, buy your groceries. Well, once you start adding obstructions to the means of egress, that makes it a very different environment for people. So in an emergency, people act what they're used to and go into those paths. Well, once those paths are blocked, that can become a bigger hazard. As well over there, they're only allowing 100 people in at a certain time frame. So they're counting in, counting out.
And even that's what I was checking, even if the person on the opposite side of the building, if something happened, they had the exterior exit doors travel distance-wise to be able to get out and not have to come all the way back out here.
Okay.
So we're good along those lines.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm with you.
All right.
Cool.
I also caught up with one of our paramedics, and I asked him some questions about what changes he's noticed with the COVID-19 pandemic, and here are some of his thoughts.
So a lot of my friends that are not firefighters, they ask me the same question. They're like, what is it like going into someone's home or responding to these calls? And truthfully, I remember when I was a little kid that I used to be scared of something like a monster in the basement, right? And I was kind of terrified, and I was hesitant to take that step into the basement. And I never really felt like that as an adult. And I don't feel like that now, but I feel like there's a baseline level of fear and hesitancy that we have to overcome, that I have to overcome when I'm responding to a call. It's scary to respond in the middle of the night when all this is going on in the world and everyone feels the uncertainty. I feel it, my friends feel it, all of my coworkers feel it. And you get the call notes and it's 3 a.m. and it's like, a patient has confirmed COVID-19, patient has difficulty breathing, is coughing, patient is in distress. And right now at South Metro, we're reducing our exposure to our crews. So myself as the lead paramedic, I'm the one that's going in the house, and I'm going in by myself. The rest of my crew gets me all ready in my PPE, but I'm the one that's going in. And it is kind of scary, and I feel like you have to be brave to take that first step into the house and see what's going on. And I walk in, and then I see that patient, and then we make a connection, and then everything's good, right? I have a job to do. I'm here for a reason. I'm here to help someone. And then it's clear to me, and the call's easier at that point. But just like before this pandemic, we're still here and we're still responding to calls. We're still putting out fires. We're still responding to 911 calls. We're still taking care of your parents and your children and your brothers and sisters and family and friends. And we've always been doing that as a fire department. I'm interested in running calls and helping people on a regular basis, but I'm also specifically interested in stepping up and trying to do my best when things are really bad. And right now it's busy, and this is absolutely where I want to be and what I want to be doing.
So I'm out here at Station 34, and we have Fox 31 News showing what our decontamination process is like. Decon 10 is in service to just decontaminate medic units and occasionally police cars. So they assisted Lone Tree Police with the decontamination after there was a patient in the back of a police car. And now Captain Simon is demonstrating how this all works, getting into a hazmat suit.
We also want to share some dash cam video of a garage fire from a few weeks back. One of our safety officers arrived on scene. Safety 18 found smoke coming out of the garage, and it was a confirmed working structure fire. So here's that video.
Tower 18, Engine 17, Engine 16, Engine 15, Engine 40, Medic 18, Medic 17, Battalion Chief 1, Battalion Chief 2, Safety 18, Med 1, Metcom Ops 3, confirmed residential structure fire, map page, X23D 456, Maplehurst Drive. Tower 18, Engine 17, Engine 16, Engine 15, Engine 40, Medic 18, Medic 17, Battalion Chief 1, Battalion Chief 2, Safety 18, Med 1, Metcom Ops 3, confirmed residential structure fire.
Attached garage that is on fire. You currently have fireworks going off. Heavy black smoke reported. Everybody's out. Your weather is 49 degrees. Humidity is at 33%, and winds are west-northwest at 10 miles per hour. 1641.
Are you the homeowner?
It's our house right there.
Okay, is everybody out?
Everyone's out, yeah.
Metcom, Safety 18. Safety 18's on scene. Got a small two-story residence. We have a working fire in the garage. Made contact with the RP. He reports all occupants are out of the structure. Safety 18 will be command. We'll be offensive. On your arrival, I want you to split your crew. Alpha crew, do a 360. Have the Bravo crew cut the garage door for the involved garage.
Copy, Alpha 360, Bravo crew, cut the garage.
Medic 18, command.
Medic 18.
Medic 18, I want you to gear up. Check the interior of the structure and report conditions. If conditions warrant, primary search.
Medic 18, copy, conditions interior, primary search.
299.
Engine 17, command.
17's on scene.
Engine 17, inch and 3/4. Attack the fire up on Tower 18, cutting the door.
Engine 3/4, copy. Command. This is Battalion 2.
Code Team 16 advising.
Battalion 2, go ahead.
As I understand it, you split Tower 18. Got somebody taking care of the garage door. And I missed the rest of the assignment.
Tower 18 Alpha Crew is going to get a 360. Medic 18 is going to go check the man door on the first floor entering through the Alpha side. And I'll go ahead and assume safety if you want to assume command.
Lincoln 17 202 out of. I can break it if you need another car.
No extension to basement security. Utilities have been secured.
I copy. 360 is complete. You do have a basement, and you've secured utilities. Lincoln 17, this is command. Go ahead.
Fire's not in the garage. We need a cut power so that the electric cars have no more power.
So overwhelmed?
Wow. Just
grateful.
Wow. You
This
guys
is incredible.
Are amazing, and this outpouring of patches and shirts and coins, I mean everything, you name it. A piece of a fire hose, chocolate. We were blown away.
It's unbelievable. We came back to a mailbox that was overflowing. We had to empty it a couple times to put on our desk, and I've been so excited to come back to the office. I know Connor has been too, so that we could open this all up, read everyone's letters of support, and it's just truly amazing, and we can't thank you enough.
Thank you for your guys' patience. We've been sorry to keep you waiting, but this and seeing all of this has been worth the wait. So
Absolutely.
Thanks. All right, so we are going to start on this side of the table. We wanted to lay everything out so you all can get a really close perspective of what we are looking at. Let's start right here. Okay, so we have these two patches. One patch is from FENZ, or FENZ, which is Fire and Emergency New Zealand. That's this one right here. And then we have Rural Fire from New Zealand as well. And this agency was merged into FENZ about 2.5 years ago. Very cool. All the way from New Zealand. Now we're going to move over to Cobb Fire. All of these are from Georgia. We have Smyrna Fire Rescue in Georgia, a few of them. Emergency Management, their ISO Class 2 patch, and the Thames Hazmat, the fire department patch there, and a keychain as well as a t-shirt. Thank you so much from Georgia for all those awesome things. We're going to move over to this side. We have some pictures from Owen and Ellie, and it looks like these are from Luviers, Colorado, so right here in our district. Very cool. Thank you guys for your awesome pictures. Raleigh, North Carolina, that's their fire and rescue patch. Thank you. All right, these ones are from, I hope I am pronouncing this correctly, Delhi, Louisiana Fire Rescue. Got those two patches as well as some crosses with the American flag in there. Thank you so much. All right, this is something we haven't seen before. We got chocolate, Swiss chocolate to be exact, and a piece of a fire hose there. These are all from Pascal, and these are, it looks like, some pins inside of there, and a patch as well. This is a letter from Zane Ferguson. Zane, we always see you on our platforms commenting and sending us messages. Thanks so much for your support, Zane. We have a letter from Alana. And Alana, I'm sorry, but I don't have your return address, so I'm not quite sure where you're sending this from, but thank you for your nice letter of support to our crews. That's really nice of you. Okay, we're going to go here to Madison County, Montana. That patch right there, nice and colorful. We really like that one. All right, and then I will go up here to Johns Creek Fire Department. Lots of things up here. We've got a t-shirt. We have their patch, Johns Creek. That's in Georgia. We have a coin, a challenge coin right there. They're on both sides. And we have some pins from Johns Creek Fire Department. Thank you so much, you guys.
So I'm going to take over the rest of the table from Connor. We've got this really cool patch from Warwick, Rhode Island Police Department, and it's their Autism Awareness Patch. That is awesome with the puzzle pieces. Then we've got Pearland, Texas Fire Department and their Texas EMT patch. This one is from Hardyville, Illinois Fire Department. And then this is from South Wall Fire Department in New Jersey. And this is a friend of one of the firefighters on South Metro. Then we've got a nice note and a decal from Priority 1 Fire Photography in New York. Then we've got 2 patches from Ohio, McDonald and Vienna, Ohio Fire Departments. Pretty cool patches there. Chase sent us this really nice handwritten note. So thanks, Chase. We really appreciate it. All right, I've got Sheridan, Montana Fire Department. Pretty cool. This one is from Liberty, Virginia. And then Matt Lucas from Ozark, Alabama sent us a very nice letter. 2 different t-shirts, Childhood Cancer Awareness from the Dothan Fire Department and then the Baker Hill Fire Rescue. And then we've got 4 different kinds of patches from Alabama. So Fort Rucker, Baker Hill Fire, Flatiron Crash Rescue, that's one of the coolest ones I've seen, and then Dothan, Alabama Fire Rescue patch. We've got a really nice letter and a drawing from Aiden. Thanks for sending that in, Aiden. We really appreciate that. And then these 2 are from Canada, and it's Silver Creek Fire Department. This is their old crest, and this is their new crest, and the chief's daughter actually designed the inside of that newer one, so that's really cool, the valley that they protect. And then we've got these 2 awesome patches, and I'm probably going to pronounce it wrong, but Stadsost Germany from their PIO, and we interact with him before, so we really appreciate him sending the patches to us. We can't thank you enough for this huge collection of stuff. We are just overwhelmed by it. So amazing. I've got one more to add on. This is Critical Care Med Flight. This one didn't come to us in the mail, but it did come by air. And Dave, it was great meeting you for a brief second at Centennial Airport on your busy day at work transferring patients. Really appreciate you taking the time to reach out and trade patches with us.
So you're all probably wondering, when are we going to be sending patches out in the mail? We are going to start doing that hopefully in May. So all of you that have sent us patches, for those of you who have reached out to us on social media, feel free to reach back out, give us your mailing address so that we can get some patches sent back to you. So still wait until May for those. Hang in there, guys. We'll see you soon. I also caught up with one of our paramedics about the changes that he has... Didn't you miss me, Eric? I'm sorry. It's been touching me. Get it off.
So glad you were recording for that. That might have to be a blooper.
There's a hair on my arm. So gross. Okay. Sorry, editor Eric.